A growing problem facing millions of Americans is so-called food deserts. With America's rural population shrinking, grocery stores in many areas are closing. Jenny Chamblian reports from southeast Kansas on what some rural communities are doing to feed themselves.
Unlike many grocery stores in rural America, St. Paul, Kansas has one that will never shut its doors.
Who's your boss?
We actually have 6 of them. We have a mayor and 5 council members.
James and Kelly Voorhees run the only market in town, but the city owns it. A unique arrangement to keep food available.
You lived here when there wasn't a grocery store. What was that like?
It was pretty rough, actually. You learned to pack coolers with you everywhere you went because we're literally 17 miles to the next Walmart, closest grocery store.
40 million live in food deserts nationwide. In rural areas, that's at least 10 miles from a grocery store. More than 20% are low income.
The irony for many rural communities is that they are surrounded by farmland that's growing fresh food. There's just no access to it.
Can you guys see beans somewhere?
Tracy Keagle's Humanity House in Iola, Kansas feeds close to 2,000 people a month. Rural pantries just aren't as plentiful as they are in cities.
Without this resource, what would some of these families do?
They would starve. They would starve.
Tell Leona hi.
I'll do it.
When Lauren and Regina Lance learned their grocery store in Mildred, Kansas could close, they bought it.
If the Mildred store did not exist, where would they get their groceries or whatever they needed?
Most of them would have to drive at least 30 minutes in any direction.
Along with fresh produce and the usual grocery fare, they brought in nostalgic foods
We smoke our own bologna.
and turned the deli into a destination lunch spot. Then they added a dance hall.
Was it a purposeful decision to make it more than a grocery store, to make it a destination?
Not originally. Originally it was to save the local store. And then it's metamorphosized into so much more.
When you hit that door, you feel like you're at home. That's the way we want you to feel.
Starved for food access, small towns relying on themselves.
There's never a day that goes by that somebody doesn't say, hey, we really appreciate you being here.